Hi, are you a soul care provider or spiritual director or minister and pastor and find your people are having just trouble containing their anxiety or their stress or their anger these days? You're not alone. This is part of what is expected after 2.5 years of some chaotic collective stress. So today I'm going to give you 3 tips as to how to approach more trauma-informed care or trauma-conscious care when it comes to providing soul care. Hi, I'm Allie. I'm a spiritual director and a psychotherapist with over 2 decades of experience helping people transform the way they are living in their mind, body, and spirit. I provide transformational support when it comes to burnout prevention and resiliency. So one reason why trauma-conscious care is really essential when it comes to spiritual care or soul care is that it helps you as the provider understand where people are coming from. You know, I have a lot of people come to me when it comes to my spiritual direction practice saying they feel lost spiritually. Sometimes if you uncover what they mean by lost, it sometimes looks like a trauma response. So if you have if you have awareness of how trauma, collective or personal tragedy or really unfortunate events over time or just one time, how that can affect someone, then you can kind of have a better idea as to how to sit with that person. Another reason why trauma-informed or trauma-conscious care is so important is that you can give support from a sense of your own self-awareness. So coming from a place of real, true, integrated understanding and empathy. So, we can't pour out when we haven't been poured in. If we feel really activated by people going through stressful events, then we won't be able to help them. Conversely, so when we have done our work and looked at our own responses, we are more able to understand where they're at and meet them where they're at, but also perhaps guide them to a center that is a deactivated state. I teach in my workshop something called contemplative deactivation. It's really a combination between the spiritual contemplative psychotherapy that I often use and sit with in sessions with folks. And deactivation is a trauma term. It's a way to understand how your nervous system can come from a deactivated state to a contentment and alertness. Third and final reason why trauma-conscious care is important for soul care providers is that it really gives us an idea of when to refer out. You get that question a lot as to where is the boundary with this? Because mental health care is soul care and soul care can help your mental health. It's an interactive and yourself struggling with whether or not to refer out. I always recommend, might as well have a list available and give those names, even if you're unsure. That is soul care. The way that we reconnect to God, to source, to self, often is impeded by our struggles of our day-to-day life, struggles based on our past history, challenges in relationships, or traumatic experiences over time. Traumatic stress is something that we all encounter on some level throughout our lives. By the time that you hit midlife, you probably have hit traumatic stress multiple times. So resiliency, management, and understanding how to bounce back, and in a holistic level, from a mind, body, spirit level, is the way that we reconnect to source and reconnect to ourselves. If you want to know more about trauma-conscious soul care, I am actually providing a workshop, a 2-hour workshop on this topic. It's specifically for spiritual care providers, so people who are in some kind of professional position, ministers, pastors, chaplains, spiritual directors, or other soul care providers where they are a part or full-time ministry in some level, so that I can teach a little bit about and flesh out these topics. I'll link that down below, and I hope this was helpful, and see you next time.